close to where we belong. And we're trying to go somewhere new.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Astroneer. So in this episode, two things. We're going to go to a planet, we're going to activate the gate and unlock the core. And to do that, we're going to need a few things. You're going to need a buggy, you're going to need some repackagers. As you can see here, you're going to need a drill, you're going to need some soil canisters, and you're going to need a paver, okay? And an RTG, and you're also going to need some batteries. Now, what you're going to find is that the small batteries like this on a medium storage silo like that produces more amperage than just using medium batteries. Okay, so that's why we do the way we're doing. So we're going to take off here, and we're going to go back, and we're going to start at Sylvia. Okay, the starting planet. Now, one of the things that I want you to know is you do not have to go back to your base to do what, as far as to operate from. What you want to find is you want to find a landing zone that is as close as you possibly can to a gate. Now, I got lucky because the landing zone here that we're going to land at is right by a gate. Now, I'm going ahead and I'm going to let you a little secret. I forgot something. Okay, when you go and you get the large buggy or medium buggy, it doesn't come with a seat. And I forgot to make one before I left Glacio, which is where we set up our home base. But it's not a big problem. Why? Because all we got to do is have some compound. And compound is readily available on most planets. So I'm going to just unpackage my buggy. I'm going to set up my drill. I'm going to set up my paver on there. I'm going to unpack my two soil canisters instead of one, because you want two, because there could be some times where when you're drilling down to the core that you're going to go through some fairly large gaps that you need a road built, and that having two pavers will allow you to do that. Now, so I'm going to unpack the stuff, and as you see there in the background, we've got the compound, so it's not going to be a problem here. Okay, so now in the drill, I want to tell you something. You basically have three tiers of drills. You got level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, level 2 might possibly work. I haven't tested it. I can't say for certainty. Level 3 I know will. So my philosophy is always just get the level 3, unlock it, build it, and use it. Because I know, like on Glacio and Aatrox rather, I think you almost have to have the level 3 to actually get to the core. Okay, so I've made the chair or the seat for the buggy here. And as you can see, when this gate spawned, it was covered up with some soil. Not a problem. Why? I spin up the drill on my buggy, and bada bing, bada boom, the connection port is exposed there for the power connection. I'm going to just drag it out front of my buggy, connect it up, and as you can see, the tumblers start falling down to where we're activating this gate. Now, when you activate a gate and you look at it, it will show you the element that you have to have for that planet to activate it. Okay, now for Sylvia, you have to have quartz. Whenever you go to unlock a planet, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to take 2 of whatever element it is to unlock it, because you need 1 to activate the planet, and then you're going to need 1 for later on that I'll show you in a subsequent video. Now, as you see when you open this up, it shows you that the center of the planet says dim node, which means that that planet has not been activated. Now, I put up a little graphic here, and it shows you all the different elements that you need for the different planets. Now, this is easily obtainable. It's out there on the Astroneer wiki. Okay, I will also put that information in the description down below, so check out there as well if you don't want to try to hunt for it on the wiki. But anyway, so now we're going to start drilling rather, I guess, down to the core of the planet. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to tell you. When you're drilling down to the core of the planet, you want to be very careful, because the closer that you get to the planet core, the gravity in there gets really crazy. Okay, it gets plumb D out of whack, and if you're not careful, you can lose your buggies. Okay, so when you're doing this, like, take it easy. Don't get in any rush. Don't get in any hurry. Now, I want to show you something. As up here on the right, you're going to see in the top right there, that is called Astroneer. Okay. Now, Astroneer, hang on, pause for a cause here. Okay, as you see, I hop off. I'm going to grab one of these quartz quartz. Anyway, and the reason why is that when you get into the core of the planet, as you're going to see here in just a few seconds here, you can see we're coming up here to the core of the planet. The core of the planet has all these little arms or nodes that are running down to it. Okay, and so if you don't have some way to mark where you are or which arm you came down, then you have to, it takes you a lot longer to get back up out of there. Now, do you have to make a beacon? No, you don't have to make a beacon. You just want something that you can place when you get to the bottom and you're actually at the core. Excuse me. You just want to be able to do something that marks that says, "Hey, this is where I came in at." All right. And so the quartz was there. Grabbed it. I'm going to print a little beacon here in just a second, and I'm going to put that beacon there to mark that indicator. But you don't feel like you have to have a beacon. You just want something that you can place there that says, "Hey, I could have used the Astroneer that I had there in my backpack." Now back to the Astroneer here for a second. Astroneer currently is only used for one thing in the game, and that's for research. You can go down to the core of a planet and you can mine Astroneer, and you can use it. Like I say, you can take it and put it in your research base, and it'll give you 1,000 bytes of research per Astroneer. I don't know what the thing you want to call it, that you mine up. Now, there is some talk or speculation they may add something later in a subsequent patch to use Astroneer on. Now, as you can see there, I put the beacon there. Now, the beacon is going to let me know which one of those little ones I need to come back up. Now, as you can see what I told you about that gravity? Gravity doesn't exist here. Okay, it is all out of kind of shapes. So when I put in the excuse me, the quartz there, you can see it made one of those little graphic or geometric nodes there. So we're going to take those. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got a little bit of hoarse tonight. We're going to take it, and we're going to take one of them, and we're going to put it on the activation base there. As you see, it takes it down in, and now this planet has activated. Now, here's something to make note. Do you have to use a buggy to do what I just did? No. You could actually tether yourself to the core of the planet if you wanted to. Okay? As you notice, as I mess around the planet there, core, you see this says node is dim. Node is dim. Okay? That means that we did not activate that gate. However, if you mouse over, when I'll get here in a second, I'm going to mouse and activate, because sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. But anyway, see which is bright? That means that is the gate that I activated. Now, what I can do, and I'm going to do it here for you, is you can left click on it, or on maybe the PlayStation or Xbox. I'm sure it's one of your other buttons, but you activate it. When you activate it, what it does is it teleports you back to the gate that you just activated. Now, if you tether down, okay, to the core of the planet, you can transport right back up, hop on your spaceship and go, because you don't have anything to go back and get. But I got a buggy down there, and I'm gonna go get my buggy. So I'll teleport back to the core. I'm gonna run up over here to the side here, and I'm going to run along the edge here. Get down off there. There you go. Good job. Now we're going to run along the edge here until I find the marker that I put down that says, "Hey, this is the one I need to go up on." And as you can see, you kind of get disoriented down there. you get turned around is what you do. And anyway, so I'm gonna hop on my little and I'm gonna run right back up until I find where I need to be. Now, when I get up there, one of the things that you're going to find is that you have to search for the little hole there that I buried in, and I found it. Okay. So anyway, now I've got to run around here until I find my buggy. Okay. Now here's a good thing. If you notice, we're not using any oxygen. I don't know what patch it was they put in, but you no longer have to have oxygen down there. You used to have oxygen, which made it that much more challenging. Okay, so hey, there it is. I'm gonna just coast right in, fly into it. Boom, there we are. So I'm gonna hop in my buggy and I'm gonna drive right back up the road that I paved to get down to the core. And so I don't want to bug you or bore you with all this. So anyway, as soon as I get turned around here and I get headed back up, I'm gonna kind of cut away, and we're going to. Boy, I don't know how much you've been drinking, son. Good thing there's not a cop there to pull me over, right? So anyway, I'm gonna cut away here, and because like I said, I don't want to bore you with my driving abilities, which ain't that great. Let me just share you here. So anyway, and as you can see, now I'm coming back up out here to my ship. Once you get back up here, it's a real simple process, guys. All we're going to do is disassemble our buggy. We're going to repackage everything back up like we need, okay? And we're going to put it all right back in our ship and get out of here. And then you can go on to the next planet. Now, one of the things I want you to know is that you're not going to have enough packagers, or repackagers rather, to package everything and do all the planets in one run. So either A, you're going to have to go back to your base and go out and farm and mine some more graphite, or if you're lucky enough that you can get some graphite maybe by one of the gates that you're open, you can mine the graphite there. That'll be as well. But anyway, bottom line is you're going to have more graphite. Okay, you're not going to be able to carry everything and use a large buggy. Now, you could maybe try doing it with a medium buggy, but the problem is you're not going to be able to run both the paver and the drill. And I like that, having the paver, because like I say, as you go down through there, the different layers, sometimes it can be a great expansion. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.